It's important to protect areas like Little Big Econ State Forest so everyone in the future can enjoy them.
Improving the water quality in Lake Jesup, it's certainly important to the people that live in the area.
The Little Big Econ State Forest is 10,336 acres. We have a variety of different recreation activities such as hiking, horseback riding, bicycle, Econ River for canoeing. Part of the forest is a wildlife management area, so you could go hunting and fishing out there as well. I think the Little Big Econ brings a big benefit to the community to give people a place to enjoy our recreation. Things that are very positive benefit.
In Lake Jesup, we're trying to retain the important functionality for people and wildlife of Florida. Florida is not going back to the undeveloped state it was, centuries ago. And so we're working to provide management for natural systems that provides important functions. For instance, wetlands store a lot of water during floods. They improve water quality. They provide tremendous amount of habitat for species that we care about and fish and hunt for. So within our wetland protection work, we touch all our core missions very easily. Lake Jesup has been affected by people for centuries. Some of the steamboats began altering the river channel. Later, levees and dikes were put up around parts of the floodplain to grow crops. But probably the biggest impact was just a growing population within the watershed.
So the Flagler East Coast Railway, out in the middle of the forest, called the Flagler Trail now, and splits the Little Big Econ in half. You can still see the old train trestle down by the river. A lot of the property too was also cattle ranching. When we bought the property to preserve it, we had a lot of pastures that were cleared prior for cattle. So we replanted some of the pastures. May have some non-native plant problems from past agriculture uses. Some of the conservation projects that we're working on at the Little Big Econ State Forest is doing prescribed burns, treating invasive plants. Recreation projects, we're building a new trailhead at the end of Brumley Road. We have some scrubby flatwood areas and trying to reintroduce fire back into those areas. Prescribed burns are used for reducing the fuel loads in the forest, so reduce the catastrophic effects of wildfire. And then also used for site preparation before you do tree planting. And then also you can use them for ecological purposes, which will benefit native plants that depend on fire, and also wildlife that also benefit from those plants.
There have been projects going on for decades. The district got involved and started purchasing some of the floodplain properties. And people don't live in them because those wetlands get seasonally inundated and will get flooded in those areas. And those wetlands help improve water quality. Later, we got in and removed some of those old farm levees and dikes. The innovative algae harvesting project and projects that would withdraw water from Lake Jesup and remove the particulate phosphorus and potentially some of the chemical forms. Improving the water quality in Lake Jesup, it's certainly important to the people that live in the area. Regionally, Lake Jesup is an important source of nutrients that flows to the rest of the St. Johns River, starting with Lake Monroe and then heading north.
It's important to protect areas like Little Big Econ State Forest and other areas that are not part of the state forest for the health of the rivers and the health of the forest, and providing enough habitat for wildlife and threatened endangered species so everyone in the future can enjoy them.